Hey everybody, here is what is going on at Play Liquors today. Y'all know I made the apple cider, so I am using it. So right now I am making apple cider baked donuts. However, I only had one little donut pan that had 6 things in it, and it really wasn't deep enough. But what I did have is mini bundt pans. So I'm going to pretend like these are donut pans, and I am going to be making the apple cider donuts. So in here are my dry ingredients. I got 2 cups of flour. I've got a teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of baking soda. I've got some salt. What else is in here? I think that's, and some nutmeg. About 1/4 of a teaspoon of nutmeg. And in this bowl, I have got an egg. I've got 1/4 of a cup of buttermilk. I have got 1/2 of a cup of avocado oil, and I've got 1/2 of a cup of brown sugar. Now I have 1/2 of a stick of melted butter, and this is the apple cider. So what you have to do with the apple cider is you take 1.5 cups of apple cider, you cook it on the stove and you boil it, and you reduce it down till you get 1/2 cup. So this started out as 1.5 cups. I've put it there. I'm trying to let it cool, which I think it's cool enough. I'm going to go ahead and add in my melted butter to my apple cider. And then we are going to dump that. Let me see if I can get a little more out. I don't like to waste it. Some people just, pour out all they can and set it over. I'm not that person. I'll scrape everything out. Okay, so now we're going to dump this in. So basically now we've got all of our wet ingredients in this bowl. And we've got all of our almost all of our dry ingredients in this bowl. So I also have here a cup of sugar, and I have a teaspoon of cinnamon and just a pinch of nutmeg. You really should use apple pie spice that's got cinnamon and nutmeg and cardamom. But I didn't have apple pie seasoning, and I don't have any cardamom. So anyway, I've just got a little nutmeg and a little cinnamon and sugar. And I'm going to take, after these have cooked and cooled, I'm going to take the 1/2 stick of butter and melt it, and we will dip the donuts in the butter and then dip them in the cinnamon sugar mixture. But right now, we are going to start to combining these ingredients and get them ready to pipe in to our donut molds. Okay, we're going to do this about 1/2 at a time. I should have done them in opposite bowls, but here we are. And I need to get my whisk back that I put over here in the sink already. Alright, so we're going to whisk this up. Have you ever done something like that, silly? Wrong bowls. It's alright, we're going to make it work. Because what I'm going to do after I do this is I'm going to put this on in there. So we're just trying not to get it lumpy. So if you do it 1/2 and 1/2, it's easier to stir and it's easier to get all the lumps out of it. But that's why you read the recipe all the way through, and then you read it again or whatever, and get your plan out. But, well, oh gosh, this smells so good. Yes. You can just smell all these spices. Oh, man. This house this weekend, y'all, has just been nothing but fall. The apple cider and what the heck else I've made? Pumpkin butter. Ruh-roh. I don't know what all of them. Oh, I made the pork chops and apples last night with some of that apple cider. All weekend my house has smelled like fall. All I need is like a campfire. I have the big fire pit. It's been a mess for about, golly, probably 2 years. as we get storms and stuff, we just keep throwing, limbs in there, and they'd get some work pallets and have pallets in there, and it was a thorn in my side. And it's one of those things that, you don't want to complain about and be a constant nag with your husband, but I look at that out of my kitchen window looking out at my lake, so I see it constantly, and I have said, can we please light the fire pit? Can we please light? And it just didn't happen. It was too wet, or it was too windy, or whatever the case may be. Our oldest son, Chris, used to light the fire pit all the time. They'd have, people over, and they'd go four-wheeling, and they'd light up the fire pit. Well, now that our kids aren't here and aren't outside all the time, it's up to us. And sometimes the honey-do list gets big, and we don't get, that's one of those back burner things. It's a fire pit. But I was so thrilled. My husband knew I would be. I was so thrilled. I think it's been a week ago that he finally lit it and burned it down, and now it's all empty, and I am thrilled. Anyway, it's the little things sometimes, people. It's the little things. So I am just pouring this into this piping bag here. So look, you can spoon it into those molds if you don't have a piping bag, or you could use a quart bag or a gallon Ziploc bag, and just put cut the tip off of that if you don't have one of these. But you can buy these things at Walmart. I use these a lot. Well, I make a lot of cupcakes and stuff, but what I probably ought to do is just use what I got and then refill it. But sometimes I do things the hard way, because what's getting ready to happen is this thing's probably going to flip over and make a mess on my table. And then y'all going to all laugh at me. And you know why I said probably? Because that probably means I've done it before, right? When we don't learn from our mistakes is when it's bad. But so far, so good, people. So far, so good. I'm going to try to scrape that a little bit off of there, because we don't want to waste it. All right. Now, I didn't get my scissors. Let me wipe off my hands and grab my scissors real quick. And we will cut this end off, and we will fill these molds up. I've already sprayed those. I might have said it already, but if I did, I'm saying it again. I've already sprayed those down. We're going to be filling them about halfway full with this good batter. And then we're going to bake them. Probably bake for... Oh, this already had a hole in it. Dang. Didn't even cut it and it's got a hole in it. What the heyday? Look, I need to do something different. It's going to go everywhere, y'all. Just be ready for it, okay? Look, she's human. Yes, I am. Okay. This is fun. This is like, I don't know, art. Does this look fun, y'all? This is something your kids would probably enjoy doing. And let them. If it makes a little bit of mess, oh well, because the memories and the teaching it'll make will be better than the mess. Comes from the lady who doesn't like a messy kitchen. But it's different having a messy kitchen and having grandkids or kids that, make the mess in the process of the memories, because that outweighs the mess. I can clean up the mess. I just don't, really the reason that I don't like a messy kitchen is I don't like to clean up a messy kitchen. I don't want to just cook and have dishes piled all up on my counters and everything, and then I've got to come in here and clean it. So if I clean as I go, I don't have all that big daunting. That's why a lot of people leave their dishes in their sinks and counters until the next day. Because it's so many of them, it gets overwhelming. You're tired. You're at the end of your day, and who wants to clean all and wash all them dishes up and stuff? It's like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. No, just do a little bit at a time. That's what I do with the kids and grandkids. I've always made them pick up their rooms and toys as they go. instead of letting them destroy the house all day long. And then you got to go in and say, all right, let's clean up. And the kids, it's like, no, I don't want to clean up. But every time if you walk through and they're playing with something, then you walk through and say, hey, let's have 5-minute cleanup. Come on, mommy will help you. Teamwork makes the dream work. Let's go. Let's put on some good music. And we're going to go 5 minutes of cleaning. Make it fun for them. Let them learn to clean and have fun. Guess what? Do y'all know when I'm cleaning my house that I put on music and I clean to music because it makes it more fun. It doesn't have to be so bad when you're cleaning. Make it as fun as you can, and especially when you have the kids. I really don't want to overfill these, but I don't want to waste it either. And I've never made these, y'all. This is the first time I made these. I'm hoping it won't be the last. I'm hoping they're so good. You know, I've had friends and even my family go up to Carter's Mountain. And I want to say one of them brought back some apple cider donuts. Now, I'm sure that Carter's Mountain apple cider donuts going to be better than mine. And can anybody say, comment why you think they would be better than my donuts? I'm going to tell you why. Because theirs are deep fried. And can I just say that, you know, deep frying is probably tasting better than baked. But baked is going to be delicious. Look, we got them all filled up. My oven is preheated to 375 degrees. And we're going to let these cook for about probably 15. I'm going to stick them at about 15 minutes. All right, timer. And then what we'll do is I'll come back on when I take them out. I'm going to have my cooling racks here because you immediately take them off the cooling racks. We'll let them cool for about 10 minutes and then we'll dip them in our butter and cinnamon and sugar. So I'll see y'all back here in about 15 minutes. Well, I might see you sooner than that because for some reason this remote don't work too good. All right, the apple cider donuts, bundt cakes, whatever you want to call them, are done. Y'all can see they're a little bit high on here. It's because I put a little bit, you know, extra in each one because I didn't want to waste it. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to just put this over the top. We're going to grab the pan with the rack on top and we're going to just flip it and hope that they come out. Hopefully they have not stuck in these little bundt pans. But again, they were supposed to be made in donut pans. But voila! Nice, mama, nice. I like it. So, can y'all see them? I don't want to dump them off. But there's our little apple cider bundt cakes. We're going to, just so I can handle them a little bit, we're going to let these cool for about 10 minutes. And then I'll be back and we'll dip them in the butter and the sugar. And we're going to try them out and see how they are. Okay, the donuts have cooled. And what we're going to do is we're going to dip them in the butter and try not to drop them. And then we're going to roll them in the cinnamon and sugar. And then we're going to, it says to do it on both sides. I don't know how practical that's going to be, but I did it. Okay, maybe I'll do that first. I'll do the bottom first. And then we'll flip it over. Looks like it's going to be good, people. Yes, it does. Can y'all see these things? Yum. Yum, yum. If you could smell it, I wish I had smell-o-vision. I would cut y'all off and just come back when I'm done, but I got this stuff on my hands. So either y'all stick around or go get you something to drink. use the bathroom, something, talk to the kids, take your eyes off your phone for a minute, say hi to your kids. I'm just joking, y'all. I'm just joking. I have a weird sense of humor. Sorry. Not trying to be offensive to anyone. Please don't make offensive comments. I'm just joking. So this is fun though. This is definitely, look, this is definitely something your kids could do. You have to be easy. I don't know if y'all can see a couple of them have kind of split on the bottom when I'm doing it. So you do have to handle them a little bit gently, but look, if the kids are doing it and it breaks, so what? It breaks. Or just tell them not to do the bottom. Okay, just do the top part. And you just have to barely hold them. You just get, what's happening is when I try and like I squeeze them, I'm doing it too hard. A couple of them cracked a little bit on the bottom. It ain't gonna bother me any, but you know, just saying. All right, we're getting there, people. We're getting there, and they do look good. I'm interested to see if my husband likes them. Shoot, what am I saying? I'm interested to see if I like them. I can't imagine why I wouldn't. It is some form of bread, and y'all know how I am about my bread. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Maybe I'll share this with some people at church tomorrow. I almost need some more cinnamon and sugar. Maybe I shouldn't have done the bottoms. Or maybe they never tell you how much to make. But it ain't going to take me but a jiffy to hook up some more. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I have enough for the last two. So, alright, I'm going to pause, y'all. I'm going to go make a little bit more of this cinnamon and sugar up for the last two little donuts. Bundt cakes, whatever they are. We'll use this hand to polish. Okay, y'all, here are the donuts or bundt cakes, whatever you want to call them. Are they beautiful? Look at them. Yes, beautiful fall breakfast, dessert, snack, whatever. All right, make y'all some apple cider donuts. All right, y'all, I have a taste tester for the donuts. He was gone. He's been working outside all day. He had run up to Lowe's to get something for me, of course, for my kitchen. But we're going to share one of these donuts. We're going to both give it a little taste. Ooh, they're just so tender, aren't they? Apple cider, honey. Grab you some.
I know it smelled great when I came in the house.
Uh-huh. Fall all weekend. You know, they're pretty mild. They're not. Oh, he done shut his eyes, y'all. Oh, it's good, huh? It kind of melts in your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Y'all need to really make some. You know what might be good? Have a little warm cup of apple cider to drink with. Anyway, we're going to enjoy our donut.
A glass of chocolate milk.
I knew it. I almost said it. My husband loves him some chocolate milk.
This is great.
These are delicious. I'll say Carter's Mountain ain't got nothing on me.
Use your best way.
All right, make you some apple cider donut bundt cakes, whatever kind of pan you got. If you got muffin tins, they probably work in that too. Anyway, they're delicious. See you next time.